today. The Mike and the Mad Dog Radio program. Nice to have you aboard on the 15th day of January, a Wednesday, the year 2003, with the Yes Network, of course, tagging along. Always a pleasure to have him at 718-937-6666 as we chat. He's a little tired today. Had a long trip out to Eastern Long Island, but he made it to work, and that's Marc Malusis.
That is.
And Chris Collin today.
I was mentioning to Ro last night about that relationship over dinner, and she said, "Wow, where does he live, Malusis?" And I said, I'm not sure. I think he lives in Yonkers.
Rockland
Is that right?
County. Rockland County. Far.
Farther than...
Rockland. He lives up at the Tappan Zee Bridge.
And I told, because Rose is a Suffolk County girl, and I said, the girl lives out on the island. And she says, whoa, that is a major commute. How's he getting that done? And I said, well,
Stony Brook.
Love
at the end of the Northern State Parkway.
Love is the answer.
Oh, you got it. He got back at 1:30 in the morning, and he was a little grumpy this morning. He was a little tired when he walked in the door here. But you hit it right on the head, Mike. He took
Then I find out, I walk in cold. And I find out a couple of things, including, why Cohen is not flying during a game, which we'll get to later in the week.
Oh, what a disgrace.
There's a reason.
This guy
Cohen likes only one thing more than the Raiders.
And that's money.
And that's what we find out why he's doing that. He's got a gig on Monday morning.
That's absurd. Cohen's going to blow. It's his favorite
He got
team.
given up. And he took the hit as a bad fan rather than let anybody know that he sold out for a gig on Monday morning.
See, that's where he's a phony.
Right.
Go on Saturday night,
but of course, we got the information. And then I find out that in San Diego, you and Sid will be shacking up in the same room, which is nice to hear that you have now allowed Sid, who wants to go.
Sid's
just going to do a little show on Saturday, but he really is going out to party.
Yeah, he wants to be part of the scene.
Now we find out Sid had accommodations. He had this. Now Sid has, I guess he's got some way to stow away to get there, but now he has nowhere to stay in San Diego, so now he has decided he is going to stay with Dog.
No shot.
In Dog's room.
No, he's not.
Even though we told Sid that Dog has a king-size bed, Sid said, I don't care, I'll just hop in the side of the bed with Dog.
Mike, listen, you know this better than anybody. I treasure these trips to San Diego for no other reason than to get out of my house for 5
Be by
days.
yourself. Dog loves them. He can't wait for these. Like he said to me, don't blow off that spring training trip, whatever you do.
Yeah, I did tell him, I got to go down there.
I got to get out of here.
I get that Westwood one done and NCAA deal organized, too.
Yeah, please. I got these days blocked on my calendar. You think, I know you. After going on vacation this year, you are not going to want to go to Florida. We have to go to Florida. No, we don't. Oh, yeah, we do have to go to Florida.
Mike, I'm independent. I want to be left alone. Do a show and get home. That's what I want.
Poor Sid,
and I got Sid who's going to bunk in. I'm not having it.
Make FAN look bad in front of the eyes of the national media. We're going to have Sid sleeping on a couch in San Diego.
Why is he going to the game?
Show. I have no idea. Because he wants to go out and party.
That's not my... Fine. Party on your own dime.
Sid is one of these party gate crashers. You know what I mean?
Come on,
you heard about Sid the other day, right? Bragging that he could get this guy into this range. The Christopher Reeve Ranger skate? He couldn't even get the guy in the door. Told him he'd get him to skate. He couldn't even get him in the garden.
Oh, come on,
He didn't even... The guy's waiting outside with his kids with Ranger garb on. And he couldn't even get him in the building.
I did not know about this.
Couldn't even get him in the... Should have called me. I would have got him in, Sid. I mean, come on. They couldn't even get him in the building.
That's Sid trying to be a hot shot, and he got embarrassed.
So now in San Diego, we found out he has nowhere...
And he's serious. He said, Doc, I could stay with you one night, can I? I said, no, you can't, Sid. I'm sorry. I'm not. No, we can't.
He said, Mike's out because, Mike's got his wife with him. And I said, Sid, if my wife was home, you couldn't get with the... I don't care if you brought the room service tray, you're not getting in the room.
And Sidney thought I was kidding. Well, you're joking, right? No, I'm not joking.
No, he still thinks you're kidding.
I'm not joking at all.
There's no And how did Conant not get...
Because he's got Magikowski.
Oh, because Conant already shares a room.
Right. And Malusis is not going. That leaves Cohen.
Really break us up if Sid can't go, by the way.
So now Sid has to go stay with Cohen.
But Cohen's not going to want that either.
I don't know.
Doing his raps at 3 o'clock in the morning. Taking him 3 hours to get a 20-second piece of tape.
Sid, I don't think he'll be in his room much, from what I understand.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Right. Is it my responsibility to make sure that Sid Rosenberg, who has no responsibilities on the air, he's only they're only giving him 2 hours because he's there.
Right.
They don't.
Then they asked me to take the hours anyway.
And they're not. He's not.
They begged me to do it. They just went inside now and asked me to bump him, and I said I wouldn't.
He's not. He's paying on his own dime.
I wanted to bump Conant too, but I said no.
No, you can't do that.
No,
I'm trying to get Malusis a shift, and they're having trouble with that.
I don't think there's anything left.
I'm trying to get Malusis a little shift, and he don't want anything to do with it. Anyway, to make a long story short, Sid's going out there on his own. FAN's not paying for him, and then he tells me at 10 of 1, Doggy, you don't mind if I stay in your room for a night? I says, yeah, I do mind, Sid. Says, what do you mean you mind? I said, come on. I said, Sid, first off, I only got a king-size bed. I don't want you in my room. No, absolutely not. He says, you're going to leave me sitting on a couch downstairs and not let me stay in your room?
He says he will sleep on the couch in his boxer shorts just to make FAN look bad. FAN didn't send you here.
Who cares if FAN? They don't care. You want to look bad, you look bad on your own.
But he's not even on assignment.
I'm not wrong, am I?
No, you're absolutely right. You shouldn't let him in the room. Don't let him in the room with a room service tray. Don't let him in the room.
God, Sid Rosenberg, let me go bunk in with the doggy?
To go out there
no.
because he wants
to go party with all the NFL players
Yeah.
That's be a big shot?
Yeah,
he'd be a big shot on his own dime.
Well, he doesn't have a dime. That's why he doesn't have a room.
Exactly right. So that's an issue with Sid.
It's too much.
Come on. I love him, but I mean, Sidney, you got to be kidding me.
We got that, and who loves this more than Condon? Anything that happens bad to Sid, Condon loves.
Oh, he hates Sid.
Oh, yeah. And then Condon.
He hates Bernie, too. Bernie and Sid are the two guys that
he doesn't like Bernie?
Oh, he hates Bernie.
I didn't realize that.
With
Okay.
passion.
Now, here's the thing.
An accurate Condon?
Here's the thing.
I'm sorry, what?
Now, here's the thing. Condon had to do this week. He already did it, okay? Number one. Number one, he had to make sure he came to me and said, hey, you got to secure my Saturday show for me from the Super Bowl.
He did do that?
Yeah. Then he found out, and I don't know how he got this information, but he found out that Chernoff, was going to make a big pitch to me to
do that shift.
And he said, enough of protecting.
What time is it? 7
enough
to 10?
of protecting your boys. This is about ratings. You work. And I said, Cherny,
you're working Sunday.
It's not that. I would do it, but I don't. You bring these guys out there. It's a big opportunity for them. Don't bump them. Okay? He says, well, I don't care about them. I care about the ratings. I said, listen.
He is in a nasty mood.
He said. So I talked him out of it. I protected the shows for Condon and Colin. So I did that.
I can't. Then, he doesn't give Malusis a sniff.
So
I don't understand that.
Well, Condon then sets his sights on even bigger fish than me. Now, is he part of the Imus crew Super Bowl week, is what he's been trying to infiltrate. Does he get to do those Imus reports? Now I got Mike taken care of. Can I go get to the big I-Man now?
Well, first off, with that, you almost don't want to do it this year because it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
I haven't even broached that.
It's 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. You got to get up.
I mean, he is terrible as it is. He's out of it all day. He's going to wake up Majikowski. You don't want to even be involved in that.
I haven't even broached it this year. It hasn't come up.
It's rough doing it from the. We've done it from the West Coast. It's hard from the West Coast. He'll call me once next week anyway from the West Coast and get me up. I mean, and he'll get Dog up one morning.
No, he won't even do me. He'll get Mike, but I wouldn't want to do it.
It'll be 4 o'clock in the morning when he calls. I mean, that's how he is. I mean, it's early out there this year.
Why is Chernoff having such? And Chernoff does not give Malusis the time of day.
Yeah, and then
I went back there a couple of days ago about Malusis.
And then he has no one. And let me tell you how nuts he is this year. He says to me, Mike, 9 to 12 Sunday. Listen, I got a game at 12:30. I need you to go to 12:30. I know you don't usually like to go to 12:30 on those days. And I said, he says, how about if I bring the dog in to do 12?
I said, a half hour. I said, Mark, what do you?
He says, well, listen, how about you invite him in to do 11 to 12, and he can stay to do 12 to 12:30. I said, that's not fair to the dog. I said, why do you do that? I said, he can come do 11. All right, go do 11 to 12:30 together. I said, that's fine with me.
He brought me up this morning.
Because he wants 12 to 12:30
I am going to see Mike for every second for a week.
Dog, he
can use a blow without me on Sunday morning.
Here's his plan. His plan is he wants you and I to be on all day and night from San Diego.
He
is crazed with this. He is crazed with it.
Calm down.
He wants us. You're available 12.
Mike, I'm available 12 to 12:30.
You might get that shift. You might hang tight. You might get that 12 to 12.
Maybe we'll give it to Malusis. Let him come in. Malusis can't get a sniff.
I have to work to 12 because I have to. I have to do it 3 hours. But that 12 to 12:30 is up for grabs. So you know what? Maybe I'll see what I can do. Let me see what I can hang tight with. But let me handle it because he's a little cranky about that right now.
Oh, he is. He's a
what he wants basically is dog on. And when Dog's not on, I'm on. And when I'm not on, Dog's on. That's what he wants, basically, the whole weekend.
Right. And I'm trying to wrestle with the idea. I got Tony in Albuquerque.
You going to fly him out?
I thought I was debating that, but...
That's not a bad idea.
I thought of it, but he hates football, though.
Well, just take him out for the festivities. We'll have a nice dinner Friday night. Saturday, you can take him around in the afternoon.
You want to be... I got to work Saturday afternoon.
Oh, you do? Oh.
I'm on a different shift. So, but then now,
we'll find something to do.
Now Sidney comes into the mix, and we got a problem. I can't have 3 of them in the room, can I? Maybe I'll put Sid and Tony in the same bed. I'll go sleep with you. I'll go to your room.
Sid, Tony, and Dog in the same bed. I tell you, if that isn't the Three Stooges, I don't know what it is. I want a video camera in here with those 3.
But anyway, there are issues with this Super Bowl, and now we have the Cohen scenario. Where Cohen, who is Mr. Football, Mr. Raider, who spends time and time...
He's been a Raider fan for 20 years. Dog and I could not fathom how a guy who's been a Raider fan for 25 years has the Raiders in the AFC Championship game and is flying during the game.
No, he's flying at 5 o'clock. He's going to miss the first game, too.
To me was, well, there's one thing Cohen likes more than the Raiders. I said, what is that? He said, money. And Cohen is flying at that time because he has an early morning gig for the NFL on Monday morning. He has to be there very early. Can't fly Monday.
What does he have that's so important?
Some of that NFL.com internet stuff, that he's involved in.
Well, then go Saturday.
He should have.
Go first thing Sunday morning.
I don't know what the deal is.
I mean, here's a guy that spends hours upon hours of killing me about knowing you don't care about football, the giant baseball, so you care about.
He's going to miss both games.
I wouldn't miss this game. Mike knows me. I would go to the ends of the earth to watch these two games. I hate all four teams. Can't stand them. Right. But I would go to the ends of the earth. Sap. I hate the Eagles. I can't miss it.
I don't miss a minute of any of these. I never miss. I don't leave the house during these games.
But he knows better enough to get on you about it because you can throw that. He likes to throw this idea that I don't like football.
I know.
Mr. No Football, And here's a guy that's going to be on the way to Newark Airport when McNabb's driving at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Unbelievable.
I mean, give me and he says, well, I can watch it on in the air, on the plane.
Yeah, I can watch it on UHF. I'm like, what? At 35,000 feet in the air, you can see the TV well? I mean, give me a break.
Not only that, this is a commercial plane. This is not a giant charter where you may be able to do a few things like that. This is a commercial aircraft. They're not going to let you have a 30. They can make a 36-inch TV up at 35,000 feet.
What a disgrace. I tell you, for a 4-day Super Bowl, there is enough issues. I can tell you that.
My God.
If it's not continent and its schedule, tickets. If it's not Sid,
that's another issue with the tickets.
Oh, that's funny. We'll lay off that one.
I'm in a problem. It's just I can basically reach down and touch Bill Callahan.
That is funny.
And Mike can reach up and touch the sky.
Well, thank God.
I'm close to the earth. Mike's close to the moon.
Every year, this is you know what? I'll tell him. This is a funny thing. It's a true thing. It's hysterical. It really is. The dog and I have been known about it.
I didn't know about this until this year.
And I've known it for about 4 years. And we won't say who because we'll be gentlemanly about it. But there's the person who dispenses the tickets in the NFL is much more of a dog fan than a Mike fan.
And we love him.
Put it that way. Well, you love him. I don't love him. But that's part of the problem. So what happens is we get a lot of tickets from a lot of places because especially me because you got to fight. You got to get into the game. So we need we need tickets for people. So we use different places where we get two from here, two from here, two from there. So we always get two apiece from the NFL. Well, the thing is I noticed it about 4 years ago, and then I told Dog to watch for it this year. Dog's tickets from this person are always great, and my tickets are always bad. And I just noticed it a couple of years ago. So I said, watch Dog this year when the tickets come, our NFL allotment come. Your tickets for you will be excellent, and my two will be terrible. Thank God I don't have to sit in them. So I said, I called yesterday. I say, Dog, I got my seats. Here's the section they're in. He says, where are they? I said, they're listen, I understand.
Reach up and touch the sky.
They're a place where I don't sit. I can tell you that right now. They're in the end zone. Okay, so I said, okay. And I said, tell me when you get yours. So he got his two. He calls me on a 50-yard line. Wrote 10.
I can't understand that.
I said, this is unbelievable. It's every year.
I was shocked.
It is every year. It's become an inside joke
50.
with us.
I gave the tickets last year. I didn't give them. I sold them. I'm not giving anything. That's too much money.
Well, you paid for them anyway. So
I saw Martell, who stayed in Baton Rouge, and he's a big Pat fan. He came down with his father. Boom. Right. So there you go. So we got to because this is a small stadium.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hot
these
ticket.
Teams are going to travel.
If the Eagles and Oakland are in it, it's going to be a very hot ticket. Very hot. Right. And it's a small stadium.
Tennessee, Tampa, different situation.
Tennessee and Tampa would change things a little. Yeah, it definitely would.